long time ago. But all the barracks were fired with coal furnaces.
Oh.
And that was one of my jobs, to keep the coal furnaces going.
How
And
long was
sometimes
your shift?
all night long.
All night.
Yeah. Yeah, they had, you know, when you're in the Army, you have to do KP, or kitchen police, and you have to cook and get up early in the morning and carry water and do everything for the cooks. But the alternative was to be a fireman and keep the fires going all night. So we take turns doing that. And one guy would have it for a couple of days, and somebody else would have it for a couple of days. There were times when I'd go out there and all the coal was stored outside, and it would just be pouring down rain, or have snow all over it. Oh, that was murderous to get started. And we've got pokers here, and what that does is kind of take some of the coal and the ash from the bottom of the fire pit and freeze it up so the air can come up through the fire. But one thing I like to do is lay fresh coal along the side of the fire here, and just the heat of the fire will cause it to evaporate some of the moisture, and it'll actually start to burn a little bit and burn off some of the impurities. Because as smoky as it is now, it's burning a lot of fresh coal. But the coal has a certain percentage of sulfurs and different compounds in it that really don't contribute to the fire. But when it burns off, then that coal becomes coke.
Okay.
And you know, get one Coke. I got one this morning. You know, no, not Coca-Cola. It's what they call a Coke, and that's what they use in the big foundries where they're smelting the ore, melting down the coal, or melting down the iron to get, you know, clear iron and steel out of it. But they would use coke, coal that's already been processed, and had those impurities burned out of it. So we got pretty good started.
So how long do you have to add air to the fire before it's capable of sustaining itself?
Well, it'll sustain itself, but if I don't add air to it, it'll eventually go out.
Okay.
But it'll take a little while because it's pretty hot. Now we get steel pretty hot right now. And if I take I'll just get a sample rod or something. And I've got some junk there. I'll lay some over here. If I just take a small piece. And basically what we're trying to do is get it down into the coal. So we got the heat from the conduction, radiation, and let's see what kind of heat we get. In the evening, on a sunny day, when the sun comes right through that door behind me, this fire doesn't seem nearly as bright. We're good bit of coals in now. This is actually capable of 2,500 to 3,000 degrees.
What's the temperature you'd want it to be at?
About 16 to 1800 degrees. Now as the steel gets hot, it starts to glow. And at about 1000 degrees, we're getting a real dull red glow, like right in here, where you can barely see it. And that's the reason a darker shop will reveal that sooner. But then as it gets hotter and hotter, it'll turn a brighter and brighter orange, and until finally it's almost a yellow white. Just beyond that, it'll burn up.
Okay.
And you would think that the steel would melt like a candle, but we're adding so much oxygen to the fire that the steel burns up. It'll just practically turn into a sparkler. Well, I can show you.
A sparkler?
You see how bright it is now?
Yeah.
Get a couple sparks coming off of it. We'll do it again. So you get a few little sparks.
Yeah.
And that's what we call the welding temperature, because at that time it starts to get kind of sticky with other metals.
Oh.
And it'll actually stick to itself, and that's the way we weld. But we have to make sure that there's no carbon or impurities on the outside, so sometimes when we're welding, we'll put kind of a, I use borax, and that prevents the steel from oxidizing so quickly. But when it's hot like this, then we can take the hammer and beat it on out. I don't know what this was for.